2,000 years ago, a man arose and opposed the ruling class, speaking words of wisdom that changed the world. This man is so famous that our calendar was divided into before and after his birth. Today, we are going to talk about a phrase said by Jesus that intrigues even the most intelligent, whether they are religious or not. Love your enemies. But how can we act with love towards those who threaten or harm us? In today's video, we will discuss the importance of our enemies and how to use them to achieve success. If you follow sports, you won't have any trouble understanding Jesus' phrase. In a fight, if a fighter does not show up, their opponent wins. But there is no spectacle. The same goes for football or any other sport. If you have no competitors, with whom will you compare your points to see if you have improved or worsened? Without enemies, there are no battles, and without battles, there is no glory in victory. Even in video games, imagine you spent a lot on that new online game, woke up early on Sunday excited to play, spent an hour creating your character and distributing skill points, but upon connecting, there is no one to fight. There's no fun, and without enemies, there's no way to improve your skills. Life is the same. You need them, although you may not want to admit it. First, we need to talk about resentment. If you harbor something like this in your heart, learn to forgive and move on. People who do not forgive hold on to resentment and spend a lot of energy thinking about the person they should forgive. This energy should be used in your journey towards the future, not to cling to a past you should let go. Remember that forgiving does not mean being naive. If you lend money to someone and they cannot repay, forgiving the debt is one thing. Lending again is something completely different. Trust is hard to gain but can be easily lost. When you forgive, you free yourself to continue your journey with or without your offender. That choice is yours alone. Have you been deeply hurt and cannot forgive and move on? Leave a comment and we can talk more about overcoming and forgiveness in the next video. Consider following the channel and activating the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Let's talk about modeling. If you know who your competitors are, observe their successful actions and model that behavior. Avoid their disastrous actions. A bad example is still a good example of what not to do. Your competitors invest in ideas that often fail, and you can avoid that path, saving financial resources and time that can be applied to other ideas. Stimulated by adversity. Your enemies are naturally your opponents. They will try to make you give up on your dreams. But remember, if there are enemies on your path, it means you are heading in the right direction. In business, your competitors push you to find new solutions to problems, making you strive to do more and better, preferably cheaper. Look at how humanity has grown and developed. Things that were once rare have become common and accessible. Today, even homeless people accept credit cards and conduct online transactions on their smartphones connected to satellite internet. This would have been unthinkable 20 years ago, but it is possible today because men are driven by their adversaries to always do more and better, benefiting all of humanity. Traps to avoid with enemies. Be aware of who you are and what you are capable of. Know which battles to fight and which to avoid. Never let insults get to your head. Stay calm and fight to change what is within your reach. Invest in yourself and your abilities, avoiding wasting energy on foolish arguments that will only result in resentment and bitterness. Even if you win an argument, you have already lost. Arguments are like wars. No matter the winner, there are always human and financial losses on both sides. Consider what your enemies say about you. What was said rudely or offensively may be the best thing you needed to hear. As stated in the book, The 48 Laws of Power, learn to use your enemies. If you can buy a man's loyalty, he will work 3 times harder to prove he is worthy of your trust, and he will be one less opponent on the battlefield. Notice how large companies often buy startups that could be a future problem, removing them from the market and incorporating their solutions. If you liked the video, consider following the channel and activating the notification bell. Your comment is very important so you can receive better content in the future. Thank you very much. Have you ever felt that the people you love the most don't give you the due value? Among friends or even your parents, they value your siblings more than you. minimizing and even ridiculing your achievements and accomplishments. Today, I will talk about how always being available can be destroying your relationships and how to use the power of absence to be more valued. Do you experience this type of situation in your life? Leave a comment. Maybe I can help you. I went through this for many years, and the power of absence helped me to be more loved and valued. When we are young, we are taught to be good and helpful, to always be available, and that this is a sign of love, and that if we act this way, everyone will act the same towards us. But this is a terrible mistake. People who are always available are seen as easy individuals who depend on approval frequently. Think with me. Why do you think gold and diamonds are so highly valued, while other equally beautiful stones are not? The answer is rarity. During a study service once, my pastor read the verse in Revelation that talks about the construction of the New Jerusalem, that the streets are made of gold and everything else, and concluded by saying that God was very rich. I promptly said that this verse indeed speaks of God's glory, but the great truth is that if in God's kingdom they use gold and precious stones to pave the streets, it is a sign that these metals, which symbolize wealth here on earth, will be trampled on without value in God's kingdom. Everyone was thoughtful, because in fact, such metals only have the value we give them according to their rarity. Look at countries where the currency devalues to the point where the paper to print the banknote is more expensive than the banknote itself. Do not be deceived, my brothers. It is the same in relationships. The person who is always ready, always available, attends all meetings, is never valued as the other person who rarely appears, but when they do, they steal all the attention. In the book, The 48 Laws of Power, Law 16 suggests that strategic absence can increase the respect and honor people have for you. This may seem contradictory in a world that values constant visibility, but it is a powerful principle that can be applied ethically to improve your personal and professional relationships. We will see how this law can be harmonized with biblical teachings, offering a balanced and morally correct approach to gain respect and recognition. The power of absence. Robert Greene, in his work, The 48 Laws of Power, states that constant presence more often displeases than pleases. In other words, constant presence can often lead to wear and tear, diminishing the impact of your actions and words. According to Greene, absence diminishes small flaws and increases respect. This principle can be observed in various areas of life. For example, in leadership, a leader who is always available may be seen as less valuable than one whose presence is rare but always significant. The wisdom of the Bible. This concept of valuing absence resonates in various biblical teachings. In Proverbs 25:17 we read, "Seldom set foot in your neighbor's house, too much of you and they will hate you." This verse teaches us about the importance of not abusing hospitality and presence, as even the best relationships can wear out over time. Moreover, Ecclesiastes 3:1 states, "To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven." This reminds us that there are appropriate times to be present and times to withdraw. Knowing when to be absent can be a demonstration of wisdom and self-awareness. Applying Law 16. Ethically applying Law 16 ethically involves understanding the importance of timing and the intention behind your absence. It's not about manipulating others, but about creating space for your presence to be valued. Let's explore some principles for applying this law in a moral and beneficial way. 1. Clear and positive intent. Absence should be used with the intention of improving the relationship or environment, not to manipulate or punish. In Philippians 2-3 we are advised, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves." Your absence should reflect a genuine desire to add value when you are present. 2. Respect for others. Your absence should be a gesture of respect for others' space and time. Jesus often withdrew to pray and rest, as seen in Luke 5:16. But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. His absence was a time of spiritual renewal, not abandonment. 3. Clear communication. Make clear to those around you the reasons for your absence. This demonstrates transparency and respect. In Matthew 5:37, Jesus teaches us, "Let your yes be yes, and your no, no. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one." Open communication avoids misunderstandings and maintains trust. 4. Balance between presence and absence. Find a healthy balance between being present and absent. Do not use absence as an escape or excuse to avoid responsibilities. The Apostle Paul, in his letters, often expressed his desire to be present with the faithful, showing that absence should be balanced with significant moments of presence. 1 Thessalonians 2:17-18. 5. Cultivate positive longing. When you are absent, leave a positive legacy so that people miss you in a healthy way. Proverbs 27:2 teaches us, "Let someone else praise you, and not your own mouth, an outsider, and not your own lips." Allow your absence to create an opportunity for others to value and recognize your contributions. By applying Law 16 of Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power ethically and in alignment with biblical teachings, you can increase the respect and honor others have for you in an authentic and positive way. Strategic absence is not about manipulation, but about valuing your presence and creating a space where your contributions are recognized and appreciated. Remember the words of Jesus in Matthew 5:16, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Your absence, when used wisely, can be a way to let your light shine even more intensely when you are present. If you want to learn more about how to apply powerful principles ethically and transform your life, keep following us. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with friends who can benefit from these lessons. Together, we can create a positive and significant impact on our lives and the lives of those around us. Have you ever dreamed of achieving great accomplishments and living a prosperous and abundant life? Many of us seek success and wealth, but few understand the essential principles that lead us to these goals. In the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill reveals 13 fundamental principles that can transform our dreams into reality. Today, we will explore these principles in light of biblical teachings, discovering how ancient wisdom can guide us on the path to prosperity. The Bible, with its timeless lessons, offers profound insights that perfectly align with Hill's principles. By understanding and applying these laws, you will be empowered to shape your destiny and achieve a full and abundant life. Let us together uncover these secrets and discover how faith, perseverance, and wisdom can lead us to true success. 1. Burning desire. The principle of burning desire is the cornerstone of Napoleon Hill's philosophy in Think and Grow Rich. According to Hill, a burning desire is more than a wish or a hope. It is an intense, persistent longing that drives you to take definitive action toward your goals. It is the starting point of all achievements and the foundation upon which all other principles are built. In the Bible, we find this concept echoed in Mark 11:24, where Jesus says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." This verse underscores the importance of having a deep, unwavering desire and the belief that what you seek is already yours. This combination of desire and faith sets the stage for success. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that a burning desire must be specific and well-defined. It's not enough to have a vague wish to be successful or wealthy. You must know precisely what you want. This clarity of purpose is crucial because it helps to focus your energy and efforts in a specific direction. Hill suggests writing down your desire in clear, concise terms and reading it aloud daily. This practice imprints the desire in your subconscious mind, making it a dominant force in your life. Hill illustrates this principle with the story of Edwin C. Barnes, who had a burning desire to work with the great inventor Thomas Edison. Barnes didn't have the resources or connections to make this happen immediately, but his desire was so strong that he found a way to reach Edison and ultimately became his business partner. This story exemplifies how a burning desire can overcome obstacles and lead to extraordinary achievements. A burning desire also requires persistence. Obstacles and setbacks are inevitable, but they should not deter you. Instead, they should strengthen your resolve. Hill asserts that persistence, fueled by a burning desire, is what separates successful individuals from those who give up. In the Bible, we see this in the story of Jacob, who worked for 14 years to marry Rachel, the woman he loved, Genesis 29:20-30. His burning desire and persistence enabled him to overcome challenges and achieve his goal. To cultivate a burning desire, Hill advises: 1. Defining your goal. Be specific about what you want to achieve. Write it down in clear terms. 2. Developing a plan. Outline the steps you need to take to achieve your goal. Even if your plan is not perfect, start with what you have and refine it as you go. 3. Visualizing your success. Spend time each day imagining yourself achieving your goal. This visualization helps to reinforce your desire and keeps you motivated. 4. Taking action. Begin working on your plan immediately, even if you start with small steps. Consistent action moves you closer to your goal. 5. Maintaining faith. Believe in your ability to achieve your goal, even when faced with difficulties. Trust that your burning desire, coupled with persistent effort, will lead to success. In conclusion, the principle of burning desire is about having a clear, intense, and unwavering determination to achieve a specific goal. This desire must be so strong that it drives you to take persistent and focused action regardless of the obstacles you encounter. By aligning this principle with the biblical teachings of faith and persistence, you can unlock the potential to achieve great success and fulfillment in your life. 2. Faith. The principle of faith is the second key element in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Hill describes faith as the ability to visualize and believe in the attainment of your desire. It is the bridge between your thoughts and their physical manifestation. Faith transforms mere thoughts into powerful forces that propel you toward your goals. In the Bible, faith is a fundamental concept. Hebrews 11:1 defines faith as confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. This verse highlights the essence of faith, believing in something even before it is visible or tangible. Faith provides the assurance that what we desire is not only possible, but inevitable if we truly believe and act accordingly. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that faith is a state of mind that can be cultivated through affirmations and repeated instructions to the subconscious mind. This is achieved through the practice of autosuggestion, which involves repeatedly telling yourself positive affirmations and visualizing your goals as already achieved. By doing this, you reprogram your subconscious mind to accept your goals as reality, increasing your belief and confidence in their attainment. Hill provides the example of Charles M. Schwab, who had unwavering faith in his ability to lead the Bethlehem Steel Corporation to success. Despite numerous challenges, Schwab's faith in his vision and his ability to execute it drove him to achieve remarkable success. This story illustrates how faith, combined with persistent effort, can lead to extraordinary accomplishments. Faith also requires a positive mental attitude. Hill asserts that a negative mindset is incompatible with faith. Philippians 4:8 supports this, urging us to focus on things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and admirable. By maintaining a positive mental attitude, we create an environment conducive to faith and success. To develop faith, Hill suggests the following steps. 1. Affirmations. Regularly repeat positive statements about yourself and your goals. These affirmations should be specific and reflect your belief in your ability to achieve your desires. 2. Visualization. Spend time each day visualizing your goals as already achieved. See yourself living the life you desire and experiencing the success you seek. 3. Emotionalizing your thoughts. Infuse your affirmations and visualizations with strong, positive emotions. Feel the joy, gratitude, and excitement of achieving your goals. 4. Positive mental attitude. Surround yourself with positive influences and avoid negative thoughts and people. Maintain a mindset focused on success and possibilities. 5. Action. Faith without action is ineffective. Take consistent steps toward your goals, trusting that your faith will guide and support you. In the Bible, we see numerous examples of faith in action. One powerful illustration is the story of David and Goliath. 1 Samuel 17. David, a young shepherd, faced the giant Goliath with unwavering faith in God's support. Despite the odds, David's faith gave him the courage to confront and defeat Goliath, demonstrating that faith can enable us to overcome even the most daunting challenges. Faith is also highlighted in the teachings of Jesus. In Mark 11:22-24, Jesus says, "Have faith in God. Truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, 'Go, throw yourself into the sea,' and does not doubt in their heart, but believes that what they say will happen, it will be done for them. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." This passage underscores the power of faith to move mountains and achieve the seemingly impossible. In conclusion, the principle of faith is about believing in the realization of your desires with unwavering confidence. Faith acts as the catalyst that transforms your thoughts into reality. By cultivating a positive mental attitude, using affirmations, visualizing your success, and taking consistent action, you harness the power of faith to achieve your goals. When aligned with the biblical teachings on faith, this principle becomes an unstoppable force that propels you towards success and fulfillment. Autosuggestion. The principle of autosuggestion is the third key element in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Autosuggestion is the process of influencing your subconscious mind through repetitive positive affirmations and thoughts. According to Hill, by consistently feeding your mind with positive and constructive messages, you can program it to achieve your desired outcomes. Autosuggestion serves as a bridge between conscious thoughts and the subconscious mind, allowing you to harness the power of your inner beliefs to achieve success. In the Bible, we find support for the power of thoughts and words in Proverbs 23:7. "For as he thinks in his heart, so is he." This verse underscores the significance of our thoughts in shaping our reality. By focusing on positive affirmations and constructive thoughts, we can align our subconscious mind with our goals and desires. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that autosuggestion requires not just repeating words, but doing so with emotion and conviction. This emotional engagement is what makes the affirmations effective, as it impresses the desired thoughts more deeply into the subconscious mind. Hill suggests writing down your goals and reading them aloud multiple times a day with genuine feeling. This practice helps to solidify the belief in your mind and keeps you motivated toward your objectives. Hill provides the example of Fannie Hurst, who used autosuggestion to become one of the most successful authors of her time. Despite numerous rejections, Hurst persistently visualized her success and repeatedly affirmed her belief in her writing abilities. Her unwavering faith and constant reinforcement through autosuggestion eventually led to her breakthrough and lasting success. To effectively practice autosuggestion, Hill recommends the following steps. 1. Define clear goals. Clearly define what you want to achieve. Write down your goals in precise, positive language. 2. Create positive affirmations. Develop positive affirmations that support your goals. These should be in the present tense, as if you have already achieved your desired outcome. 3. Repeat with emotion. Repeat your affirmations multiple times daily with genuine emotion and conviction. This emotional engagement helps to reinforce the affirmations in your subconscious mind. 4. Visualize success. Spend time visualizing yourself achieving your goals. Imagine the details vividly and feel the emotions associated with your success. 5. Maintain consistency. Practice autosuggestion consistently. The more frequently you reinforce your goals and affirmations, the more deeply they will be ingrained in your subconscious mind. In the Bible, we see the power of words and repetition in Joshua 1:8. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. This verse emphasizes the importance of constantly speaking and meditating on positive, constructive words, which aligns perfectly with the principle of autosuggestion. Another biblical example is found in Romans 12:2, which says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This verse highlights the necessity of transforming our thinking patterns to align with positive and constructive beliefs. Autosuggestion plays a crucial role in this transformation process by continuously reinforcing positive thoughts and beliefs in our minds. In conclusion, the principle of autosuggestion is about using the power of positive affirmations and thoughts to influence your subconscious mind. By consistently and emotionally reinforcing your goals and desires, you can program your mind for success. When aligned with biblical teachings on the power of thoughts and words, this principle becomes a powerful tool for achieving your dreams and living a prosperous and fulfilling life. 4. Specialized knowledge. The fourth principle in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich is specialized knowledge. Hill asserts that general knowledge, no matter how vast, will not produce significant results unless it is organized and applied effectively. Specialized knowledge, which is specific and directly related to your goals, is essential for success. It enables you to make informed decisions, solve problems efficiently, and stand out in your field. In the Bible, the value of wisdom and understanding is emphasized repeatedly. Proverbs 4:7 states, "The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom. Though it cost all you have, get understanding." This verse highlights the importance of acquiring knowledge and understanding, even if it requires significant effort or resources. Specialized knowledge is akin to this wisdom and understanding. It is the knowledge that is directly applicable and valuable to your specific objectives. Napoleon Hill suggests that acquiring specialized knowledge can be done through formal education, self-study, or practical experience. The key is to continuously seek out and absorb information that is relevant to your goals. Hill provides the example of Henry Ford, who, despite his lack of formal education, surrounded himself with experts in various fields. Ford's ability to leverage the specialized knowledge of others was a major factor in his success. To effectively acquire and utilize specialized knowledge, Hill recommends the following steps. 1. Identify your needs. Determine what specific knowledge you need to achieve your goals. This might include technical skills, industry insights, or practical experience. 2. Seek out resources. Find sources of specialized knowledge, such as books, courses, mentors, and experts in your field. Invest time and resources in gaining this knowledge. 3. Continuous learning. Make a commitment to lifelong learning. Stay updated with the latest developments in your area of interest and continuously seek to expand your knowledge base. 4. Apply what you learn. Knowledge alone is not enough. You must apply what you learn in practical ways. Use your specialized knowledge to solve problems, improve processes, and innovate in your field. 5. Collaborate with experts. Surround yourself with individuals who have the specialized knowledge you lack. Collaborate and learn from them to enhance your own understanding and capabilities. In the Bible, we see the importance of specialized knowledge in the story of King Solomon. Solomon is known for his wisdom and understanding, which he asked God for to rule his people effectively. In 1 Kings 3:9, Solomon prays, "So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. For who is able to govern this great people of yours?" Solomon's request for specialized knowledge to lead his people effectively resulted in him becoming one of the wisest and most successful kings in history. Another example is found in the New Testament, where the Apostle Paul emphasizes the importance of knowledge in 2 Timothy 2:15. "Do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly handles the word of truth." Paul's exhortation to Timothy to seek and apply knowledge correctly aligns with the principle of specialized knowledge. Specialized knowledge also ties into the biblical concept of stewardship. In the parable of the talents, Matthew 25:14-30, Jesus teaches about the importance of using and multiplying the resources and knowledge we are given. The servants who effectively utilized and expanded their talents were rewarded, while the one who did nothing with his talent was chastised. This parable underscores the importance of not just acquiring specialized knowledge, but also applying it to to produce results. In conclusion, the principle of specialized knowledge emphasizes the necessity of acquiring and effectively applying specific, relevant knowledge to achieve success. By continuously seeking and utilizing specialized knowledge, you can make informed decisions, solve problems, and excel in your field. Aligning this principle with biblical teachings on wisdom and understanding, you can harness the power of specialized knowledge to fulfill your goals and lead a prosperous, impactful life. 5. Imagination. The fifth principle in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich is imagination. Hill describes imagination as the workshop where all plans are created. It is the unique ability of the human mind to form new ideas and concepts and to visualize possibilities that do not yet exist. According to Hill, imagination is the key to turning desires and ideas into reality. There are two forms of imagination: synthetic imagination, which rearranges existing ideas into new combinations, and creative imagination, which generates entirely new concepts and innovations. The Bible highlights the importance of imagination and vision. In Proverbs 29:18, it is written, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." This verse underscores the critical role of vision and imagination in providing direction and purpose. Without imagination, we lack the ability to see beyond our current circumstances and to create a better future. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that imagination is essential for innovation and problem-solving. It allows us to brainstorm new solutions, develop unique products or services, and create strategies that lead to success. Hill illustrates the power of imagination through the example of Thomas Edison, who imagined and invented the electric light bulb. Edison's creative imagination enabled him to see possibilities that others could not, and to persist through countless experiments until he achieved his goal. To harness the power of imagination, Hill suggests the following steps. 1. Stimulate your imagination. Engage in activities that inspire creativity, such as reading, brainstorming, and exploring new experiences. Exposure to diverse ideas and perspectives can spark new thoughts and concepts. 2. Visualize your goals. Spend time each day visualizing your goals as if they have already been achieved. Create detailed mental images of what success looks like and feels like. This practice helps to keep your goals at the forefront of your mind and motivates you to take action. 3. Write down ideas. Keep a journal or notebook to record your ideas as they come. Often, fleeting thoughts can lead to significant breakthroughs when given attention and development. 4. Combine ideas. Use synthetic imagination to combine existing ideas in new ways. Look for connections between different concepts and think about how they can be integrated to solve problems or create opportunities. 5. Trust your creativity. Have confidence in your creative abilities. Believe that you are capable of generating valuable ideas and solutions. Trusting in your creativity encourages you to take risks and explore new possibilities. In the Bible, we see the role of imagination in the life of Joseph. In Genesis 37:5-11, Joseph has dreams that depict his future rise to power. Despite facing numerous challenges and setbacks, Joseph's visions eventually come to fruition, leading him to become a powerful leader in Egypt. Joseph's ability to envision a future different from his present circumstances demonstrates the power of imagination in achieving one's destiny. Another example is found in Ephesians 3:20, which states, "Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us." This verse highlights that our imagination, combined with divine power, can achieve far beyond our expectations. It encourages us to dream big and trust that our visions can be realized with faith and effort. The story of Noah is also a testament to the power of imagination and vision. In Genesis 6:13-22, God gives Noah specific instructions to build an ark in preparation for a great flood. Noah's ability to envision and execute such an enormous project, despite never having seen rain of that magnitude, showcases the importance of imagination in fulfilling God's plans and achieving extraordinary results. In conclusion, The principle of imagination is about using the creative power of your mind to envision and achieve your goals. By stimulating your imagination, visualizing your success, recording and combining ideas, and trusting in your creative abilities, you can transform your desires into reality. When aligned with biblical teachings on vision and faith, imagination becomes a powerful tool for achieving success and living a fulfilling life. 6. Organized planning. The sixth principle in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich is organized planning. Hill asserts that having a clear, structured plan is essential for turning desires into tangible results. A well-organized plan serves as a roadmap that guides you through the process of achieving your goals, helping you stay focused, motivated, and on track. The Bible also emphasizes the importance of planning. In Proverbs 16:3, it says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." This verse highlights the necessity of planning and seeking divine guidance to ensure success. Planning is a proactive approach that enables us to anticipate challenges and devise effective strategies to overcome them. Napoleon Hill outlines several key steps to effective organized planning. 1. Definite purpose. Clearly define your main objective. Know exactly what you want to achieve and why it is important to you. This clarity will guide your planning process and keep you focused. 2. Thorough analysis. Conduct a detailed analysis of your current situation and resources. Understand your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. SWOT analysis. This helps in creating realistic and effective plans. 3. Seek expert advice. Consult with knowledgeable and experienced individuals who can provide valuable insights and guidance. Their expertise can help you avoid common pitfalls and improve your plan. 4. Create detailed plans. Break down your main objective into smaller, manageable tasks. Develop a step-by-step plan that outlines what needs to be done, by whom, and by when. Include timelines, milestones, and contingencies. 5. Write it down. Document your plans in writing. This not only provides a clear reference, but also solidifies your commitment to executing the plan. 6. Take action. Begin implementing your plan immediately. Start with the most critical tasks and work consistently towards your goals. 7. Review and adjust. Regularly review your progress and make necessary adjustments to your plan. Flexibility is crucial as it allows you to adapt to changing circumstances and stay on course. Hill emphasizes that organized planning involves both personal initiative and collaboration with others. He suggests forming a mastermind group of like-minded individuals who can offer support, advice, and accountability. This collective effort can enhance the quality of your plans and increase your chances of success. In the Bible, the story of Nehemiah illustrates the importance of organized planning. Nehemiah, a cupbearer to the king of Persia, was deeply distressed by the news that Jerusalem's walls were in ruins. Determined to rebuild the walls, he formulated a detailed plan. In Nehemiah 2:11-18, we see how Nehemiah surveyed the situation, enlisted the help of the people, and assigned specific tasks to different groups. His organized approach enabled the successful rebuilding of Jerusalem's walls, despite opposition and challenges. Another biblical example is found in Luke 14:28-30, where Jesus teaches about the importance of planning. Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? For if you lay the foundation and are not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you, saying, "This person began to build and wasn't able to finish." This parable emphasizes the necessity of planning and preparation to achieve success and avoid failure. The story of Joseph also underscores the value of organized planning. In Genesis 41:33-36, Joseph advises Pharaoh to appoint a wise and discerning man to oversee the storage of surplus grain during the 7 years of abundance in preparation for the 7 years of famine. This strategic plan ensured that Egypt not only survived the famine, but also became a center of trade and prosperity. In conclusion, the principle of organized planning is about creating a clear, actionable roadmap to achieve your goals. By defining your purpose, conducting thorough analysis, seeking expert advice, creating detailed plans documenting them, taking immediate action, and regularly reviewing progress, you can effectively turn your desires into reality. When aligned with biblical teachings on planning and seeking divine guidance, organized planning becomes a powerful tool for achieving success and living a purposeful and fulfilling life. If you like this content, consider leaving a like and following the channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to be notified when the second part of the video is released. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment suggesting new content you want to know. Once, a clown took the stage in front of an audience and told his best joke. Everyone laughed a lot. Encouraged by the people's reaction, he repeated the joke. Some laughed, while others had a puzzled expression. Not satisfied, the clown told the same joke for the third time. No one laughed. Some even started to boo. The clown then addressed the audience and said, "You can't laugh at the same joke for the third time, so why do you get sad multiple times over the same past event?" In today's video, we'll talk about the importance of forgiveness. We have gathered the wisdom of the most influential leaders in human history and condensed it into a single video. Holding a grudge is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. This proverb, attributed to Elizabeth L. Food, perfectly reflects reality, as resentment truly is poison for the body. Continuous feelings of resentment and bitterness can lead to anxiety and depression, keeping the body in a state of chronic stress, which results in stress disorders and sleep problems. This constant stress is also associated with an increased risk of heart disease, hypertension, and other cardiovascular conditions, as well as weakening the immune system, making a person more susceptible to infections and illnesses. Additionally, persistent negative feelings can cause digestive problems such as ulcers and irritable bowel syndrome. Often, holding on to resentment becomes compulsive and irrational. I have talked to people over 40 years old who say, "Oh, I can't forgive my father," and when I ask, "Where is your father?" the person responds that he died 20 years ago. Does it seem logical for someone to keep reliving negative feelings about something that happened so long ago, where the main character isn't even among us anymore? Yes, and I say relive because that's exactly what you do every time you use your vital energy to replay in your mind events that should have been forgotten. You insist on keeping them fresh in your memory. This is literally taking poison in small doses and waiting for a bitter end, as recent neuroscience research has revealed that the brain does not differentiate between a memory and a current event, releasing toxins in your body in the same way. This means that you are literally poisoning yourself because of your past. How to practice forgiveness. Practicing forgiveness can be challenging, especially when the pain is deep. Here are some steps to help in this process. 1. Acknowledge the pain. Admitting that you have been hurt is the first step. Do not deny or minimize your feelings. 2. Understand the other person. This doesn't mean justifying their behavior, but trying to see the situation from a broader perspective can help reduce resentment. 3. Communicate. If possible, talk to the person who hurt you. Sometimes a sincere apology can facilitate forgiveness. 4. Practice empathy. Putting yourself in the other's shoes can humanize the situation and ease the forgiveness process. 5. Let go. Consciously decide to release the resentment. Remember, forgiveness is for your benefit. A past of resentment prevents you from living in the present and robs you of the future. I know there are things that are hard to forget, but in such cases, seek someone you can talk to or even a mental health professional. The important thing is to forgive and move on, to seek things that increase your will to live. Remember, the night is darkest just before dawn, and holding on to the past may be preventing you from experiencing new and incredible things. Imagine a girl who had problems with her father. She might grow up thinking that all men are like him, and whenever she meets a guy, she'll raise a wall of defenses against him, perhaps mistreating a man who could be good for her. This behavior repeated over the years can lead this girl to a lonely and bitter life, denying her a happy future. This harmful process doesn't just happen in married life, but also in friendships and even professionally. People traumatized by events in their professional life will manifest stress symptoms that will prevent good future performance at work, something that can destroy their career over their lifetime. Once again, I repeat, seek help. Letting go of the past. Letting go of the past is crucial to moving forward. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "For every minute you remain angry, you give up 60 seconds of peace of mind." Here are some tips to help you let go of the past. 1. Live in the present. Focus on the current moment. Practices like meditation and mindfulness can help maintain focus on the present. 2. Set new goals. Create new goals and dreams. This helps redirect your energy to something positive and constructive. 3. Surround yourself with positive people. People who support and inspire you can help maintain a positive outlook and leave the past behind. 4. Watch your thoughts. Observe your thoughts and avoid dwelling on the past. When a negative thought arises, redirect your mind to something positive. Reframing. What matters is not what happened or what was done to you, but how you react to events. Remember how many important secrets we kept as children that now seem silly and even funny. Not getting that Christmas present at 11 years old seemed, at the time, like the end of the world. And the traumatic breakup with your first girlfriend. The pain seems very real and intense when we go through such events, but over time, age shows us that some things weren't as important as we believed at the time. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or minimizing the pain caused. On the contrary, forgiveness is a conscious choice to release feelings of resentment or revenge toward a person or event that has harmed us. As Mahatma Gandhi wisely said, "The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong." When we forgive, we are taking control of our emotions and rejecting the idea that someone else can dictate how we feel. We are essentially freeing ourselves from the prison of the past and allowing our wounds to begin to heal. Invitation. Do you know someone who needs to learn to forgive or reframe the past to move forward? If you would like that person to have a happy and bright future, consider sharing this video with them. It's important to listen multiple times so that these concepts become fixed and natural for you. After all, we are what we repeatedly do. If you would like me to delve into any topic, please leave a comment so I can make a new video about it. Follow the channel and activate the notification bell to not miss when the next video is released. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you all the best, always. Jesus Christ is undeniably recognized as one of the greatest leaders of humanity. Even if you are not religious, you have certainly heard some of his messages. Despite being a Jew from the Middle East, his message influenced Western culture entirely. His message of loving thy neighbor is almost as famous as the symbol of his sacrifice on the cross. However, in this video, I bring to you a different perspective on this man, something I have never seen a pastor or priest dare to say from the pulpits. First of all, I would like to clarify that this video is part of a playlist here on the channel about spiritual knowledge, and what I am about to say may not necessarily be convenient or pleasant to hear, especially if you are religious. But rest assured, everything said here is the result of extensive research and is grounded in biblical writings, not in traditions of any religion. With that said, I invite you to open your heart and join me on this intriguing journey, starting with the first video. You've been wrong about Jesus. It's not about love. Over the last few decades, many adaptations have been produced for television, cinema, and the internet about the life and work of Jesus. I cannot say whether these works distorted or brought different views of Jesus, as various denominations of Christian churches have never reached a consensus on his ministry. However, I can affirm that Jesus is love, and his message, "Love your neighbor as yourself," is his calling card and has become a reputation that precedes Jesus widely. Interestingly, contrary to the belief of 99% of Christians, Jesus did not invent this phrase. He was merely repeating Moses' law. "You shall not take vengeance or bear a grudge against the sons of your own people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18. Feeling nervous about my assertion? Then this video is truly for you. Christians describe Jesus Christ as the Messiah, and as Messiah, his mission is to teach God's law to the peoples. Therefore, in teaching Leviticus, Jesus was fulfilling his mission. Or did you think the Messiah's mission was to die for the sins of humanity? It may come as a shock to you, but becoming a sacrifice for the sins of humanity is not one of the attributes and missions of the Messiah prophesied in the Old Testament. Feel free to search and write the Old Testament verse here in the comments if you find it. But as predicted by Isaiah 2 verses 2 to 4 and Micah 4 from 1 to 6. In the last days, the mountain of the Lord's temple will be established as the highest of the mountains. It will be exalted above the hills, and all nations will stream to it. Many peoples will come and say, "Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the temple of the God of Jacob. He will teach us his ways, so that we may walk in his paths. The law will go out from Zion, the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. He will judge between the nations, and will settle disputes for many peoples. They will beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation will not take up sword against nation, nor will they train for war anymore." This text is so famous that it is displayed on a mural at the UN to serve as a symbol of what the institution would be. Unfortunately, little is preached about this in churches. Do you want to know the reason for this? There is a demonic belief in Christian churches that God's law is something retrograde and old, that it has passed, been fulfilled. This causes the texts before Jesus' birth to be partially disregarded by his followers, which makes the people weak and without a parameter of holiness. For it is God's law that says what is or is not sin. "Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path," is found in Psalm 119, 105, and Timothy 3:16-17. Paul teaches that all Scripture is God-breathed and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness, emphasizing the authority and usefulness of the Scriptures for Christian life. But Christians do not like God's law. They prefer to live guided by the voices in their heads and a deceitful heart, even though Jesus himself, who severely criticized the hypocritical attitudes of the Pharisees, validated his teaching. Matthew 23, 2-4. "The teachers of the law and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat, so you must be careful to do everything they tell you, but do not do what they do, for they do not practice what they preach. They tie up heavy, cumbersome loads and put them on other people's shoulders, but they themselves are not willing to lift a finger to move them." Even in the same book of Matthew, Jesus himself says that, as a Jew, he came to fulfill God's law, and whoever teaches otherwise will be the least in the kingdom of God. Matthew 5:19. "Therefore anyone who sets aside one of the least of these commands and teaches others accordingly will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever practices and teaches these commands will be called great in the kingdom of heaven." And Revelation 14:12 says, "This calls for patient endurance on the part of the people of God who keep his commands and remain faithful to Jesus." Even though Jesus himself warned, his disciples nearly 2,000 years later still despise God's law, and they still say they are the elect in the place of Israel. Even though this is not true, however, this is a topic for a future video. See, I'm not trying to say that the sacrifice of the cross did not bring salvation to humanity. What I am trying to prove in this video is that without the teaching and obedience of God's laws, Jesus' sacrifice will be worthless, since the criterion for salvation given in the Scriptures is obedience and not accepting Jesus after raising your hand. And why is obedience so important? Well, without the teachings of God's law, what would be the parameters for living in society? How can you love in an environment where there is no respect between people? God's law was given to be a path to seek peace and foster love for your neighbor. Deuteronomy 4:40, where Moses reaffirms to the people of Israel the importance of observing the commandments given by God. "Keep his decrees and commands, which I am giving you today, so that it may go well with you and your children after you, and that you may live long in the land the Lord your God gives you for all time." God's law is a path to peace, but unfortunately, people still believe that an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, is something terrible. But this is also a topic for a future video. I would like to bid you farewell. Thank you for watching so far. Please support the channel by leaving your like and turning on notifications. Know someone who will refute this video or turn red with anger? Share it with them and let's talk about the Bible.